Do you want to see in the dark like a superhero? TNVC.com is your source for the finest night vision devices and accessories to make you the bump in the night.
Hey there, Tundra Nation, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be looking at some of the meme guns that have been floating around the internet and our Discord. Trust me, if it's out there for us to make fun of, you know we are going to do exactly that. So sit back, take notes on what not to do, and let's start the show.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
The X-Count voluntarily shared this 1911 with custom waifu grips with us. There is just so much messed up here in such a tiny little package. I mean, putting anime on the pistol that ended more Japanese soldiers' lives than Enola Gay is a bold move. Tell us, do you also hand load ammo for your M1 with sauerkraut and bratwurst? I'm just looking for some consistency here, folks. What you do with your collection of body pillows is your business and none of mine. Thank God. I'm going to avoid the obvious jokes about waifu grips here because the real sin is a 1911 chambered in 9mm.
What did you say?
Have you ever seen a gun that looked like it was not only violently American, but also violently capable of breaking wrists? Well, I present to you a Derringer chambered in something way too big for a Derringer. This 4570 Derringer has enough kick to make you regret pulling the trigger to the point that you'd rather pull the howitzer lanyard with your Prince Albert piercing that your Navy buddy convinced you to get the night you guys got blackout drunk together. Now, what practical purpose can there actually be to carrying this? Can anybody tell me? No? Oh yeah, that's right. This is one of those guns that you buy so you can film your friends and their girlfriend shooting it. Make sure you post those videos in our Discord. Link in the description.
I'll allow it.
Coming in third, we have this Yankee Doodle crapshoot, a Polymer 80 Glock from Northlander with more compensation than your girlfriend's Feet Finder account. Somebody should tell this builder that just because they could does not mean that they should. I mean, just like in high school, he could have just rolled and stuffed a cucumber in his pants and went on being the laughingstock of gun bunnies and soccer moms everywhere.
All right, I'm gonna go cry.
With more yeet than a high point, this US-Austrian hybrid should be under the dictionary under wasteful. You've pumped so much money into this being longer and stronger, you could have just gone with one of those prescription online pills instead. Next up, we have this 300 Blackout Plunder gun owned by one of our writers, 14 Hours to Steve, who I bet caused a stir at the local IKEA when he took this picture. Clearly, you don't need to know anything about firearms to write for a firearms YouTube channel. Trust me, we've proven this many times. This pistol, it's the perfect marriage of cheap and bad taste. Starting at the rear, you've added a Sylvan Arms folding adapter, ostensibly to make this your backpack gun. Steve, I've seen you, buddy. You're no svelte backpacker unless snack packs count. You've next thrown a Hollow Sun red dot on what might be the tallest optics riser in human history. This is clearly part of a clever legal strategy to dodge the ATF. Your Honor, if there's no cheek weld, a conviction cannot be upheld. Then, of course, there is the safety labeled Parlay, Plunder, and R. As in, are you freaking kidding me? You chose to color fill this? Wait a second, guys, wait, hold on. Have I been transported back to 1998? No, seriously, this is important. Quick, tell me. Because if this is 1998, we still have time to stop the Star Wars prequels from being made and buy George R.R. Martin a salad. We're never gonna get that last Game of Thrones book, are we?
That's a dang it.
Now this next one was found in the wild lands of social media, so I'm not sure who to give credit to this one for, but after looking at it, I don't think I really want to give credit for it. I want revenge for the brain cells that I'm gonna need to kill off so I can forget this thing exists. This is just heinous in every possible sense. I mean, you put an LPVO on top of a CQB subgun with, of all things, a bipod. I mean, seriously, the longer you look at this thing, the worse it gets. Are you really so afraid that the Vortex Optic with the etched reticle is gonna fail that you put flip-up irons in front of the optic? You're not sniping anything with this, buddy, so just stop it, seriously. And this isn't a target gun either, unless maybe it's in full auto, which it isn't. This is just a novelty range gun, and what you've done to this was for attention, and admittedly, you've got some from us, so we hate you for it. You really exemplify what a child born with a wet brain can achieve.
Gotcha.
If you were born without a wet brain, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers that my writers can almost taste the Slim Jim I've promised them they can share. This next submission comes in from Tilt Shift. Tilt, can I call you Tilt? I'll keep this one quick. What's the matter, buddy? You couldn't afford any of that officially licensed Deadpool merch? Nothing like seeing somebody inspired to give minimum effort. Next! A meme I think we can all relate to at this point is this one. Everything always seems to have some sort of ad banner and widget installed on it. And honestly, it's the future, so get used to it. Future contracts are going to come down to the advertising dollar, and trust me, don't I know it. Hey, thanks TNVC, you guys are the best. Now, I'm not against this as long as some of the things on the screen will be actually useful. All right, who am I kidding? I'm totally against this. I'm getting older, and let's be honest, I fear change. Plus, I have all these snowflakes on my lawn, and I really wish they would just get off. Seriously, Minnesota, I'm actually tired of the snow. Can we just call a truce and say good? Okay. Now here we have what I call extreme old school meets new school patriotism. That's right, folks, that is a blunderbuss with all the tactical accessories you'd ever want to epoxy onto 300-year-old technology. But really, what in the world is that shell holder / cheek rest for? I get the cheek rest part, kinda, but are you loading this thing full of 30-06 shells, hoping that they'll go off and scatter around the target in some form of area of effect? The cheap Amazon optic on the top was a good deal because of the free shipping, and all it cost was your dignity. Honestly, the reload time on this thing, well, it's gonna be longer than the lifespan of the optic itself.
Oh, snap.
Now comes this submission from my dude AZ. It's an AK-47 with a mixture of black and flat dark earth furniture for that sophisticated, hey, look what was on sale this week aesthetic. You can tell the owner cares about his AK because he stores it in an open-air car park next to his outdoor plumbing supplies and the painted skulls of whatever pagan god he prays to this week. This rifle screams classic self-loather, as hundreds of dollars of furniture are combined with the JMac loud and flashy muzzle brake, guaranteed to deafen anybody in the same zip code as they go blind looking towards the fireball that's erupting from the barrel. We've got to ask ourselves though, what makes this a meme rifle? Don't worry about thinking too hard, folks. I don't want you to hurt yourself. I'll go ahead and answer for you. It's when you take an expensive rifle and then add an optic from Mattel, excuse me, Monstrum, because why bother pretending accuracy is important when you know you're not going to hit anything anyways?
You suck.
Now, we're not sure who posted this next rifle in our Discord because it says deleted user, but after seeing this, I can only assume that their personality was just as ugly as this rifle, and my mods made the right decision to ban whoever this was. Starting with the awful blue Cryptek Hydro Dip that you've done, to the very operator-like Magpul furniture, to all of that rust on this DPMS rifle, I'm not sure why you thought anybody would like this. It's like getting way too drunk and then vomiting up mac and cheese and calling it macaroni art just because it landed on some paper. Oh, and buddy, there is no need to block the serial number on this one. Nobody wants it, not even the government. Last but arguably not least, we have Drake F posting this. Apparently, you forgot to tell your mother to make your bed that day. The only thing more FUD than the floral bedspread and the dirty clothes pile this shotgun is laying on is my imagination of the trumpet-style muzzle device that you put on this gun to hunt those wascally wabbits. When you bought this, you didn't realize that due to the supply chain crisis, the following are now market scarce: 10-gauge ammunition, double hearing protection, and sodium-based pain relievers to deal with the headache and bruised shoulder. It should also be said that there isn't anything over the counter for the bruised ego of coming home empty-handed again. But we're not all doom and gloom on this channel, folks. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that is, due to inflation, the tenderized hamburger meat that was your shoulder can now be sold to the Congressional Walking Dead at the supermarket for $6 a pound. Well, that's all I could stand to look at for this week, folks. Make sure to check out our sponsor, TNVC. If you like the video, smash that thumbs up button and join me over on Twitch at Tundra Gaming Live, where I'll be live right as this video drops. Don't forget to join us next time, folks, when we still don't know what the heck we're doing. Bye-bye.